the decision-making Replit, and I wanted to show you guys kind of what I see without showing you names so much, but it's, of course, won't let me do that. Windows is like, surely you don't mean to put this window half and half, do you? I do. But what I see, I don't know if you can see that very well, just this little corner over here. But this is what I'm seeing, like for each Replit activity, this is your name, and across here it's showing me how many tests were passed for that Replit. That's why I'm asking you guys to do a screen print whenever you get a failure, so that I can correlate this report to that screen print. Now, what I'm seeing on this one here, if you can tell, is a whole bunch of failures of tests, which we know is going to, we're going to have some of that because of the garbage problem. So some of these failed tests are totally explainable and outside of your control. And that's why we're doing that group report. So not any reason to stress you out or anything, just so that I know that everybody did what they were supposed to do. The only issue is the garbage. Now, if I look at one of these, let's see if I can find one to just pick. Here's one. It looks like it's been submitted, but it didn't pass any tests. So I'm going to open this up. It is a student's. So when I open it, I get, first of all, this information about introducing annotations. Annotations within Replit are really helpful, and we should be using them. So this is an important pop-up. I'm going to close it, though. We'll come back to that in a minute. So here's this example where I've got some things going on in this program. I can run it because I'm looking at it. It's a student. Does the programming pay well? That doesn't seem like that's what the instructions asked for at all. So I'll say, no, that's a shame. Okay, so it's working. It's doing something. I don't know that it's necessarily following the instructions that it was given. But if I want to run the tests, I can just go straight to the test section in Replit and run the test. This first one I see says it's failed. You guys are getting used to that, right? And when I look here, I see totally all of the orange stuff that's outlined is only that garbage. So this test is completely passing. It's just because of this Replit problem that it's saying it failed. These are what I'm expecting you guys to see, unfortunately. Again, if I go out on the Replit site, they act like these problems have been solved. I'm so sorry that we're still having to deal with them. But this is what I'm expecting to see. Only garbage. So on another, I might see more things highlighted outside of just garbage. Well, that's why I want the whole group to kind of be analyzing these things, so you can tell somebody, no, that's not the garbage problem. That's because your program isn't compiling right and it's not running correctly at all, or something to that effect. We just need more than one person's eyes on it to know for sure what's going on. So that's what I'm looking at. Well, now what if this person wanted to send me a message? I'm not sure whose this is, so I'm going to try this and see if I get their response. But if they were confused about something not working in this Replit and they wanted some help, they could actually highlight the line of code and click Start Thread. They can put a comment in here. Code is not working. I'm going to put test message in here. Now, when they click on this play button, that's going to create this comment now in that Replit. Eventually, if I look, I'll get an email about that. Might take me a second because our email can be kind of slow sometimes. But I will finally get an email here telling me that the student had that question. And when I click on the question, I'll be taken straight to this Replit and I can make a reply. So this is one reason that I wanted to use the Replits, because you guys can ask questions and get feedback right away. So use this feature to your benefit, because within our teams, it knows who to contact if you have a question like this. It will send it to me. Now, if you were working on a different type of Replit, like that 2 numbers one where it was so different, then it might get a little confused. I still think the message would get to me, but just not as quickly as it does with our team stuff. So you have a problem, it's not working. The best first course of action is to ask your study group. Hey, I'm on this one. Has anybody had issues with this? What do you think I should try? After you've run it past your study group, if you're still having issues, send it to me, because I don't want you fighting for 3 or 4 hours because of curly brace problems or things like that. Now, when you send it to me, only select the code that you're concerned about. Don't select the whole thing, because that doesn't help me understand where your problem is at all if you select all of your code. Questions about that? Does that make sense? Can you see how good that would work?
Do you normally respond how fast do you normally respond to those?
Do what?
How fast do you normally respond to those?
It just depends. You know, if I'm in class, I'm busy, I can't respond. If I'm able to respond, I respond right away. But no, there is no average time.
Okay.
Sometimes if you've annoyed me because you've sent me 57, I might not respond to you for 3 days. But the whole idea is to try to get back to you as quickly as I can, because I know you're working on this. And right while you're working on it is the best time to try to help you with it. It's not always possible, but it's what I want to do, because I know that's when your brain is really thinking about it. It's going to be the best possible time to get back to you. So in the perfect world, I would be able to just respond right away. That's what I really want to be able to do. So try it. I'm still not seeing my email from them, so I'll let you know how long it takes. So this is the decision-making one. In this decision-making Replit, some of the problems have video solutions along with them. Make sure that you're using those kinds of resources that are available to you if you need them. In the looping Replit, that one has fewer videos. It can be a little bit more challenging to people. So for sure, reach out on that one as you go. We have both of those due today. So for tomorrow, sorry, yeah, thanks. Trying to get you scared. So we should have enough time, but you know, like tonight, if you're working on them, send me those kind of annotations, those comments, so that we can get you through them quickly, because that's the whole idea. All right, we've spent